Okay. Hello. We are. Is it okay? Okay. We are attempting to use the smartphone. And there's this app called Camo, and it seems to be doing it. I can see myself, but I am not sure entirely how to get. Oh, let me unhook my little camera. My old camera that doesn't work anymore. Unstrap that from its secure lodgings. Good try, little buddy. Good try. You lasted a while. A long while. And see if we can put the iPhone in its place. Maybe just wedge it. Is that too high? I mean, that looks pretty decent. You can see my screen in it. I'm not sure I like that. So I can see myself on Camo. We've got the Camo. Hello, Bob. How are you? This is performance art. This is the recap of the journey so far, and it always starts with technical issues. I'm glad you're good. That's good. If anybody knows how to use Camo, hide chemistry, resume feed. What is this? Connect Camo. Hold on. Connect Camo app to OBS. Why don't we just Google? Okay, look for Camo in your camera switcher. I don't know what that is. Okay. OBS. We got OBS. Once you've selected your phone or camera. What? Selecting Camo as a video source within your preferred streaming software is simple, with slight differences from app to app. Once you've Ecamm. We're not using Ecamm. Look for the source panel. Here we go. We are looking for the source panel. We are clicking. Click on video capture device. Not camera? Oh, Camo. Okay, so it's on Camo. I can't see it. Video capture device. Oh! I see it. I see me. Hello? Okay. So things are going to be a little weird. That is way better video quality, though, than I've been having. You see me seeing myself. I wanted to make sure that I was here for this recap because I would like to record the recap so we can edit it down and have people be able to catch up to where we're at now and then do the little weeklies. And then weekly update you. Okay. Well, this feels awkward. I wasn't expecting to just be up there. Usually we do work streams. There we go. Usually we do work streams and hang out and work on the series. Is it weird that you can see my screen? I'm not sure I like that. You can see my whole messy spiel back here. This is so interesting. This is going to be interesting. This is such a different angle. Maybe we should have it like here and then like here. How? So this is kind of performance art. This is exactly how it was when I was practicing streaming all by myself at one point. About a year or so ago. Let me go close the door real quick. Hold on. So step one is get all your technology in order. Camo all the way down. We don't need that for audio. We have a microphone. Ow! We have a microphone. Hello. We have a Blue Yeti. Second step was getting a good microphone. I had a really terrible one. Hello. Hi. How are you doing? Hello. Yes, I was wondering. Thank you so much, Bob. Wow. I've been using this camera for a couple of years, and I put eyes on it so I could feel like I'm looking at you. Oh, it autofocuses. That's crazy. Okay. This is where I'm at all the time, but you usually have you're usually looking through here, but this will no longer connect. It was cheap, $30 camera. It's been square this whole time. It records everything square, so that's why my picture has been square, because the camera is square. And now it is broken. It won't connect anymore. It is stuck when it turns on. So rest in peace, little camera. Thank you for being here with us. It doesn't look like a $30 camera. It was. I feel like my setup surprises a lot of people because they see I had a microphone arm, and it was also like a $30-$40 arm setup with like a pop filter and like an arm, and people were like, wow, that looks like a lot. It wasn't. It was not at all. Thank you, Amazon, I guess. Ooh. What is back here? I'm not used to you seeing all of this. This is so weird. Okay, the top of my head is cut off. Can we put you back a little bit? Oh, I got plants. I got a lamp. These are all the drawings from that one stream where we drew the things that people were asking about. Oh. Yes. Oh, I think that's good. I think that's good. You can see how messy my desk is, though. I just keep throwing things back there. I apologize. I do not have a Discord server. But the first things first, what we usually do with each stream is, now that I'm here and centered or whatever, we, should I get a Discord server? That seems like a lot to manage the community. I don't know if I'm ready for that responsibility yet. I really don't know what I'm doing if I'm trying to manage a community. But maybe one day we'll figure it out. 'Cause I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but I sure as I could find out soon. Sometimes things don't go the way that I think I want them to. That's okay, I won't give up. Just gotta find a new path, 'cause I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing, but I sure as I could find out soon. Come find out with me. We'll figure it out. I think it's set up. Random song breakout. I do that every single time that we start a new stream. It helps me remember that I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm learning. We're learning. We're all on this journey together. Yep. Time to find out. Let's go. Oh, hold on. I gotta add it again. I'm going again. This is memory. I closed the instructions. Okay, we add name already in use. Can I just copy and paste? Hello? Control C. Yeah, literally, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Ooh, I'm so big. Hello. I'm gonna eat the chat. Fee fi fo fum. Chat, could you move over, please? Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Bob the Builder. Sorry, do you get that a lot? I apologize. I love that show when I was a kid. Come back to me. No, not there. A little bit. There we go. I'll put my my stuff on it later. Oh, okay. Well, good. I was literally just getting this up. My hand looks huge. Wow. Wow, look at the focus. That's crazy. I should have done this a long time ago. Sorry, I'm very jazzed. This is wrong. We are at 130 subscribers. It's 130 of us now. Into the Fog Productions is what it is. Into the Fog. Animated Fog Productions is the company I'm trying to form. So we'll see how that goes. Because you can't have names that are too similar. Somebody took Fog Productions. Some rude person who's just trying to live their own life. We have 130 of us here. That is crazy. I just got really, really hungry. Oh my goodness. Do we have sips? I have some sips. Does everybody have sips? You got something to drink? I know, right? Animated Fog Productions. So while we're on here, on this area, I don't know how to like close this or make this be different. Oh, I literally never scroll down here. I didn't know there was all of this stuff. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. We're all discovering this. At some point, I started with 0 videos. There was nothing here, and nobody was here. None of you lovely people were here. We were literally at the beginning of this year, 3 weeks ago, we were at 76 subs. This is wild. This is lovely. So we're going to go back a little bit in time. I did hide a few of the early videos. There was one where it's just screamed the whole time because I didn't have the microphone set up very well at all. There's only 5 views. That's funny. But this should be the very first video. This is where I started trying to do thumbnails. That's so interesting. Looks like I've looked at this. I believe that the microphone on this is off. Pretty much the whole time. Pretty sure you can't hear anything. Yep, it was off. Bye, Bob. Thank you so much. That's so lovely. Wait, does that mean there's 131? Are you the 131st? He's probably gone. 131! Go, Bob! Goodbye, Bob. Do you think shorts are worth it for your channel? Ooh, that is a really good question. You always come in with the really good questions. I feel like it takes a lot of time. I'm gonna try, at least for like update purposes or whatever. That is something we're looking into this year. But not to go viral or anything. I feel like that's what you gotta go viral with this one or whatever. I don't know how to do that. I just want to have the ability to have people be able to catch up really quickly on where things are at if they want to. Hello, D Sabin, Sabine, Sabin. Hello. Mayhaps shorts are worth it. Yeah, so we were storyboarding. This was not a year ago. 11 it had 0 views for a long time. Almost a year and a half ago. This was our very first stream. The office setup was completely different. Obviously, I didn't turn on the mic. But I had, by this point, 6 months before this, written everything out. Ooh, possible spoilers. In Airtable. So we use Milanote up here to organize everything. Concept-wise, because you can scatter everything. Let me show you. Hello. It's big. So I can make sure to navigate and not have spoilers in this program. Okay. Come back. Come back to me. Here we go. Hello again. Whoa. Oh, it has a little watermark. Okay, cool. Glad we're figuring this one out. So once I was like, oh, I got this idea. I'm gonna do some creative developing. I needed a place to do that at. And Ben Marriott had this little program, and I'd used it once to make a mood board for a client, and it was really quick. And so I was like, okay, cool. And so I slapped on some inspirations, and you can slap on pictures and music and colors. My favorite part is the color. You can do a color swatch, and you just drag these things out just right. And then it tells you the name of the color. Love that. So you can really get like a color palette and anything. It's very good for concept-y stuff. Ooh, I don't know if that's spoilers or not. I was looking into grants. It's really hard. Some ideas. Okay, good. I want to make sure I'm not spoiling everybody for everything. So I roughed everything out. I know, right? I love the way you organize the screen on your live stream. Oh, okay. Good. I'm glad. If there's anything I can do better, or that you're like, oh, I wonder if this would work, feel free to let me know. So I wrote everything out in a lot of bullet points. This is all just bullet points, 3,000 words of bullet points. And then I expand it. We've been working on episode 2. The idea, Indiegogo. No, I have not tried. Oh, Unravel. Renara! Hello. Wow, there's so many people here. Hello. This is so cool. Okay. I have not tried. I've not attempted any fundraising for this venture. We have. I did some background acting last year. So I used that money, I saved that up to be able to pay the people that I'm working with now. I've been doing this whole thing. It's literally just been me up until December last month when I was like, please, my friend, will you meet with me once a week and help me out? I lied. The year before that, in 2023, I had a friend, my friend Atron, who was cast as Mr. Giraffe. He did some temp VO for me for episode 2 as well. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know what that is. So now we have a team going because I was like, it's a lot to do it by yourself. And I actually think this could go somewhere, so I should put into it some financials, which is always a little bit scary because then when money's involved, it's like, ooh, that's real now. But that's okay, because even if this doesn't go anywhere, like just being able to do this and work on this is such a gift. How big is my team? We are going to have, I believe, eight people, 7, 8 people. I need to go count again for episode 1, and there's 4 characters in episode 2. So we need voiceover for that. I have somebody for storyboards, and I have my friend that I asked to meet with me weekly to help me keep on track. And then I have a person who is helping me with design stuff in regards to the neighborhood, because environment design, I'll show it soon again, but like with environment design, I literally just procedurally generated grass, and that's the landscape with some rocks that I added accidentally. Couldn't get them off because I didn't know how they got there, and I just liked them, so that's why they're there. It's great. When I say like, oh, I do 3D, I've went to school specifically for 3D animation. I ended up doing a lot of 2D animation, and I ended up project managing, producing, and for my friend who was the director, Yeliz Motro, amazing, extremely talented, wonderful, absolute gem to work with. I would work with her again in a heartbeat if I could. Oh my goodness. It was a 2D, 3D mix, which was perfect. Yes. So I don't know the modeling side. I've known the animation side. So that is something that we are going to learn together. I could literally just jump around everything forever. The rocks are happy little accidents, just like Bob Ross says.
Entire time.
Ooh. Did you hear that?
Have I just been talking?
What is this?
And there's been nothing? That's so funny.
I finally realized that I had muted myself after yapping for almost, over 30 minutes. That is so funny. Wonderful. So Milanote, you just drag things on different boards, different columns. You can arrange things and documents. So I arranged when I wrote everything out. I kind of felt like after the pilot episode, like where it should introduce the main conflict and most of the characters, especially all of the main characters. You can introduce main characters later, but it is a little weird and it feels awkward sometimes. But like you think about like Avatar: The Last Airbender, Toph doesn't come in until season 2, and like not even at the beginning of season 2, a few episodes in. So like, and she's an iconic member of the gang. Sounds like a fully fledged production studio. Oh. That is interesting. I didn't know you could do that. Mayhaps. That has been a goal for a while, is to make... That's what everybody comes out of animation school and says. It's like, oh, I want my own studio and all my friends to work together. Because it rules making things together, you know? And I feel like with animation, people who go into animation are drawn to, like, the stories and, like, how abstracted from reality the visuals are, which kind of makes things feel more real, if that makes sense. That doesn't make sense. I'm still feeling it out in here, so the words will come out within time. But animation people, love them. Found my people. Here. Yes, Mila note. So we wrote everything out. Episode 2 has fewer characters because I heard, doing a bunch of research, I heard from, I forget who it is. I will let you know if I remember. Somebody who worked on Dogs in Space said that they worked on episode 2 before they worked on episode 1. So that, like, they could figure everything out with episode 2. And it'll be a smaller episode or something like that. Where it's mostly figuring out the pipeline and how everything's going to work behind the scenes, so that the product, when you work on the first one, it's going to go way smoother. And that has been the case. Thank you to that person. You changed my life. And we've started doing that. So what I did is I have all the bullet points, like, listed out in here, and I separated them out. At least there's way more in there that we haven't separated out yet, but we separated out the first 10 into 10 episodes, into their own docs. This is the original bullet point. I wrote more stuff. I don't really know what this says, so I'm sorry. And then for each of these, I start with 5 sentences going over the whole episode. And then I expand into 15 sentences. And then this isn't too big of an episode. I honestly haven't read that in a while, so I don't know how accurate all of that is to what we're doing now. But then I would go into 40 sentences if it needed to. All the episode lengths are between 5 and 10 minutes so far. After we do that, we can go ahead and... You can't see my password. No. We go to Studio Binder. This is very indie, where you have a bunch, like 48 million different programs, and you're using the free versions of all of them. Do I have episode 2 on here? I'm going to have to rewrite some of these things. Like, save them and write over them, because I don't have enough free entries here anymore. Here is the script that we've been working with. So each thingamabobber here, kind of, you can break them up into scenes. So I would just list out, like, the scene title, the scene thing here, scene 2, scene 3, whatever. And then you kind of get a gist of what is going to happen in that scene, and just, like, take it from big and then just slowly. And I feel like that has been great for me. That has been absolutely what I've needed to do. Yes. Big animation news. Huge animation news. Knights of Guinevere. Speaking of indie animation, Studio Glitch, who's been doing the digital circus. Hello? Come back. Here we go. Dana Terrace and a couple of her fellow Owl House people are working on this. Like, oh, it looks so cutesy. It's an adult animation, so they might be risking monetization and stuff, but they are going to release it here. You should check out the trailer. I don't know if I should have warned for like blood things. It's not really blood. It seems like it's a robot. I don't know. It's very intriguing looking, and freaking look how. Wait, let's. Look at that, Danish Terrace. Look at that. It's so beautiful. The compositing, the radiance, the colors. And as 13 million subscribers, somebody did a reaction video and they circled 10 million. Did this trailer get them 3 million? 2.4 million views in 5 days. Amazing. But Glitch Studios did something really, really cool that we talked about on here a few months ago, where they're releasing The Amazing Digital Circus on here, but also on Netflix. So distribution is the often overlooked fifth phase of animation or like any kind of production. Indie animation revolution. Studios keep looking at animation as an art form and saying, oh, well, that's really expensive and I don't want to do that. And so scrolling on LinkedIn is really sad, just watching all these people who are so amazingly talented and put so much effort into everything for years, for decades even. And they can't find work. And they're having to change industries or take other jobs, which like happens, but I don't know, with animation being exported to other places, the actual animation stuff, most of the jobs that you can find in animation in America right now are like motion graphics stuff or just like storyboarding, character design, like concept stuff. And then animation itself gets sent other places to be animated. Even in my book, my beautiful, wonderful animation. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. Producing animation book that has saved my life. They put in the production pipeline when it comes to animation, subcontracting a studio, usually overseas. So I'm really excited for an indie animation revolution here. Yeah, for sure. Now it's even for movies and stuff though too. It's happening. There's a lot of turmoil in the animation industry right now. So it's very exciting to see people get together and do something that they're passionate about, you know? It's really cool. We got Dungeon Flippers, we got Washed Awake, we got Lackadaisy, we got oh my gosh, there's one other one that I was thinking about. Oh, Middlebrought Hall, we got like a bunch of these things, and I keep discovering new things. Ireland is a huge hub for animation right now. It's great. Yes. I have ADHD. I do not commit very long to things, I don't think. Or maybe I do. And if I do commit to them, then they're happening. And this has been happening since November 2022. So I'd say so. Yeah. So after we put it through here, I should have had all these tabs up, but I had to bathe my stinky dog. She was too stinky. Otherwise, I would have had all the tabs up for you. Scenes? Just episode 2? Okay, good. So then after this, we go into Airtable. Make sure that the writing is really strong. And we take our script and we break it down. And each scene, this is the scene designation, we say what happens in it. And if a scene exists, something needs to change. Something needs to change. I got this from like an amalgamation of a lot of different novel writing things. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty solid. And then eighths are, I have a script right here. Sorry for the noise. Hold on. It's going to be paper noises. Oh, God. Hello. So an eighth, if anybody is I've not gotten this out in a hot minute. This is the script for episode 2 with Tallulah's lines highlighted. Eighths are, you take the paper, it's whatever, normal printer paper, 8.5 by 11, and you fold it in half. And you've got halves. You've got halves. You've got fourths, right? I need to do it one more time, right? It's divided into 4 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to do that one more time. And now, everything, not great at math or folding. My mom is really good at folding. Paper. She got into a museum for her paperwork a few months ago, and I was really proud of her. Now we have 8 sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are eighths. If the whole, like the general consensus is like a minute of of screen time should be about one of these pages will be about a minute of screen time, unless people talk fast or something like that. And so each eighth is about like 7 seconds. And so using the eighths, how many eighths each scene has. And when live action is filming, they will say like, oh, we're going to go through 3/8 right now in this chunk of time or whatever, that kind of thing. So I used that to calculate the estimated time. About 7.5 seconds for every single eighth. Didn't change anything. Why are you even saving? That is so weird. Anyway. Carl, what are you doing? Get out of here. Hello? Okay. Nothing changed. And these are the estimated frames. Once you have, this is 90 seconds. 90 times, 24 frames a second. Like, about how many frames is that going to be? And then you can further divide that when you need to distribute the work and everything like that. So we have all the math stuff, whatever, here, and I love that. And that's also how I calculated about how long that this would take. So something needs to change. We have the polarity, whether it's a positive thing to a more like negative thing or anything like that. That's my favorite part because you can make that a number. And if you can make it a number, you can make it a chart thing. You can put it on a chart. So these are the episode. Oh, this is for this scene. These are all the scenes. We have 6 scenes in episode 2. It's very small, and it's supposed to be. The pilot, you got to start dramatic. And then you get the second episode, and it's pretty cool. Pretty good. Ends at a 2. All right. A little positive note. And you just kind of get it. I keep calling it the heartbeat of the scene and then the heartbeat of the series. And I really enjoy that. So we put everything in here, and I can figure out like where the scenes are. You see we have all these tabs for all the different kinds of things to keep track of, and which characters are in each scene. This is where on the timeline, so we can keep track of how many days are between all that kind of stuff. Objects of importance, things, objects to keep track of. And I got this part, I believe, from when I did D&D. The great thing about this is that you can click on a character and you can see every single scene that they are ever in on stage. You can see any scene that they are mentioned in. And you can see all this information about them. Or you can see all the information about the neighborhood and like, you know, some pictures about them, or information, or any time that we've been in that. So it'll make everything a lot easier to keep track of. And I really loved breaking down the script for that. And I can't wait for the next episode we get to do this with. I won't show you the first episode, though. So after we did this, then we had the scenes, and we could start the storyboard, which is great. It took me forever to storyboard because I am very slow at it. Oh, I don't think I can open it up. Can I open up the frames? Yes. And so once we got the storyboard panels all together, I think I timed it out because I was using Storyboard Pro at the time. Ooh, part 2? Oh my gosh. Yet another program, Storyboard 2. But once you time everything out, sorry, something's opening up. You can see. Come back. Come see it with me. Come wait with me while it opens up. Premiere, because now we're in the video format. And what we should have done, and we did not, and now it feels like such a burden to do it so late that we're just kind of scrumbling through, is label the scenes and export them individually. So this scene, I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it is until, hold on, in the YouTube cut this will be quicker. Until we come to here where we sectioned everything out. So we should have exported from Storyboard Pro. You can export each scene as an individual video. And then we would have put them in each record. So each of these is one scene, and just like with the plotting, you can see everything that comes with it. You can see its status, how difficult you think it's going to be, which we do later. The thumbnails, which is really great. No, I don't want to add one. I just want to show them. I'm such a visual person that this is the storyboard. This was us testing it. This was the very first scene we tried out. And then this is the final. This is a screenshot of the final. So you can keep track of, I think it's important to look back and like this and see where you came from, so you know kind of where you're going to go. And also be like, wow, we came from this. And now we're here. Like, this is a lot better than that scribble. You know? So, we should have labeled in the little corner, which you can do with Storyboard Pro, every single one of these with this identification, so we would know which scene that we're talking about. And also so that we could, when we do this in After Effects, when we put a scene together in After Effects, that we would have that as a little sample of everything. Yeah, I took out all the temp dialogue. Oh yeah, we still haven't finished that scene. I keep thinking we finished this scene because I loved the flip, but we need to finish animating Tallulah on this, and we need to start waiting for dialogue. That's the issue. Like most of these where we don't have anything yet is they're very dialogue dependent. So that's why we need to get the voice actors in here doing their thing. The voice actors have been magical so far. We have had almost 600 submissions, and it's incredible. It's just like they bring these characters to life, and audio is so important. I'm so excited about like getting other people involved in this. Animation is such a collaborative thing, collaborative medium. It's amazing. Oh, thank you. I can't wait either. So this is the second episode, and we're doing this, and we are slowly working our way through the pipeline, right? Do I have? Yes. We can easily see right here. Hello? We should definitely have some of these in... We have a bunch of scenes in storyboard. I don't know why they're not here. We're not working on Tallulah at the moment. Just in general, we will always be working on Tallulah. She's worth it. This is all the scenes, and so like we should have these in storyboard. I'm so confused. By asset. Why do I have that by asset? Airtable is great because you can organize the information any way you want to. Any way you want to. We have all of these in storyboard, so I don't understand why they're not in this. You have 102 Bee Gees, and it's not cut. Anyway, so I don't know where my storyboard ones are. It's probably a filter or something that I am just oblivious to right now. It's really throwing me. I want to dig into it and search for it, but I also want to finish explaining everything, going through everything. So once things are in storyboard and we're ready, we get the background. Storyboard, we get the background. We are doing 3D backgrounds because you can put the camera anywhere. And we have a plugin, a script that runs. So when we are in Blender, can we open up Blender? When we are in Blender, the empty, this is all, sorry if you've heard this a million times. I'm kind of doing this in order to have something to point people towards. The pit, environment, neighborhood, the in-between, here we go, version 30, allow, ignore, allow, what do you want, folks? This is the camera. We've been setting up all the cameras in our lovely little scene with a fog box. This is the fog. All of our rocks. We have our path. This is... Can we go into weight paint mode? No. Oh, I see. I was selecting the wrong one. See, it's been a minute. It's locked. It's unselectable. So this plane... with everything scattered on it. Once the storyboards are done, we need to make the sets. The sets are 3D so that we can put the camera anywhere. This is great because we can manipulate where all these randomly procedurally generated grass things are. We just made a few pieces of grass and then we scattered them, and we also made it so they're different sizes and turning different ways and stuff like that. So there's our little grass forest. And then we set up the camera, and we put, here's our little Geraldine, our reference rig. She does move. I did a walk because I was thinking like, oh, what if we did it all 3D? I know the 2D rigs are going to be way more accessible and stuff than making everything in 3D. But you see, she has a little empty. This is called an empty. And so the camera right here and the empty have information, like how far is it between us at this time or whatever. And so that's just data. That's just information. So we have a script that runs and puts that data into After Effects. And then in After Effects, what's a good scene? What's a good scene? I don't know. Here. This seems like it has a lot of versions. I don't know which scene this is, to be honest. I don't remember. Wow, it's so weird seeing the high quality. Anyway, so, oh no! Sorry. It's weird tech talk. We use Blender to make the 3D backgrounds. And then we use the information that Blender can give us. And we do our, oh, it's this one. Sorry. It's the flip. But we have to do the hard beginning part and Tallulah's animation. Oh, here's a little tip also. See all the little green things? That's every single frame that is generated. In all of the tabs that you have open, by the way. If you hit play, it's playing in all of these tabs, but you only see this one. But you need this to load to be able to like have this play. But if it's, I don't know if you can hear my computer, but I can hear my computer. It's feeling a little heavy. So we're going to go to edit purge, all memory and disk cache. And it has saved 23 gigabytes of these little pictures that render as you play it, because 24 frames, each frame is a picture. Animation or live action is literally just pictures moving at a certain speed so that it tricks your eye into thinking that it's real. I'm fake. It's an illusion. So we're going to delete that. We're going to delete everything and clear that. So now things should be running a little smoother. See how much faster this starts loading? It doesn't have the old ball and chain to carry with it, which is all your previous data. Woo! She flips. So once we get the 3D background information, because of those, here it is, those empties, they're called. This is this little thing. It's called an empty here. In After Effects, it's the same thing. It's called a null, but it's just like a fake object that stores information. So you can use it for a lot of different purposes. Nulls are great. Love them so much. So once we slap this in here, we can just drop the characters in and use this reference, like, okay, she's got to be that big when she's there in frame. We use that reference Do I have it or did I delete it already? Yeah, I think I deleted it already. Just to show how big that they will be, and we match the rigs to those sizes on those nulls using this angle. You can see the camera and you can see like, oh, the background and Geraldine and Tallulah, they're all just flat planes angled towards the camera. And it's so much easier. I really thought some of these shots were going to be way harder than they were, but using this Blender to After Effects pipeline, and because like it's so much faster for me because I don't know 3D rigging, I took it in class. Rigging in Blender is a way different beast, and I know that they are making it easier and more accessible in their coming updates. But I don't know. And after school, I got a gig at a place doing motion graphics stuff, and I learned 2D rigging on the job. In After Effects. I didn't know After Effects in school. I knew how to put things on a timeline, and then I would always have one weird blank frame because I didn't know all the shortcuts and stuff. And so I knew vaguely how to do a couple of things in After Effects, but I didn't know how to do any of this, so I learned on the job. And that was a really great experience. Yeah, nothing else to say about that. It was just really good, and now I use After Effects all the time, and I love it. Keep everything organized in here, and then I composite stuff a little before I animate. So we put the layer styles on. I mean, this isn't the best shot to show this, but if you open up, say, Tallulah, we got layer styles. This is what she looks like when you drop her in. And layer styles means that we match her color to the dirt a little bit. And then we've got this rim lighting. And we kind of do that for everything. Some shots we'll do like the reflected light or something like that, or something a little more complicated. Where's the one shot? The one shot that I loved compositing, this one. I used it as my profile picture for a lot of the Into the Fog stuff. It was a storyboard. You know, you just got to get the idea across. It doesn't have to be beautiful. It just has to be enough. And then this is what I mean about like referencing how big she is in the camera. Because the 3D proxy, an approximation, is about proportional to this 2D rig. So we drop the 2D rig in, and this is just putting a shadow on and then doing that rim light thing that we just said. And then this, okay, I get it. Delete. I know. Okay. We have to fix, she just stands here and then she turns, but in the scene right before, she does this walk cycle. We got some things to fix. It's fine. We know. Anyway, so we did this like little reflected light from the grass on here, and did some like cool stuff like that. And we curved it so it feels like it's going around a 3D surface, and tinted the lights so that it felt like more like the outside light, and whatever. We did the compositing, and I love this shot so much. I don't know why, but I do. So we do all that kind of stuff in After Effects, and then we animate, which is a little silly, but when I animate, especially if I'm like, oh, I gotta do quick animation, because we are just trying to get this done. We are not trying to make the most perfect animation craft. Like, animation as a medium is different than animation, the action of bringing life to something. Like being an animator, animating physically, like actually making everything move. Like this. So I like to see how it will look at the end. So when I am doing the animating like this, I will be able to see what the end product is and adjust from there. Not what they teach you in school. You're not supposed to do that. It's okay. It works for me, so. And then we can focus on little fun moments. That's why I keep playing this over and over and over again, because I was so happy with this. I don't do body mechanics a whole lot. I really like subtle acting and stuff. More than body mechanics, which is like the big movements and stuff, or action shots, things like that. But here we are doing them. So I was really happy with that. Once we put everything into After Effects, don't save. We didn't do anything that needs saving. We go back into Premiere Pro and we replace that storyboard section. And that would be great for if we had done what we were supposed to. Here's where we should have done the exporting the storyboards correctly, so that so that it would all turn out well. For a couple of sections, instead of just doing the 3D backgrounds like we have here, or here, and playing with the camera and stuff, we have been doing, the storyboard. This is the section where it's, memory stuff. So we take the 3D stuff, we grab a bunch of colors and stuff, and then we do sketches, and then we stylize it. So this person who is remembering this, Geraldine, it has a little bit of style to it instead of this. And those are fun. Each one of these backgrounds has taken about 8 hours, and we have a couple of them left. It used to be, so during this whole last year, I believe around 2 to 4 hours. So that's why it's been going really slow, because I literally did not work on it for the most part, unless it was on stream. The only work I did was streaming and a little bit after. Now, I've been spending a lot of time not actually doing the work for this, but preparing for the work, because now that we've got all of that out of the way and we've talked about that, we still have one set to do, the neighborhood, which we are working on. And the neighborhood is the setting for the entire first episode. So it's kind of time to work on the first episode. If we go to interfaces, here is our data that we did, our audit. One scene needs help. But we have, just doing those 2 to 4 hours, we completed 40. I'm going to round that up. I'm going to give myself that 0.18%. We did 42% of the shots of everything that's needed for episode 2. Just working on stream. And we kind of only have this section left, and everything, these are the different phases that they're in. As it goes, starting here, as it goes this way, it gets more later stage of development. So, and then it's finally green. The green means done completely. So that's kind of where we're at. For everything. That's our data. I don't think I have any automations. We store everything. We store the files. We store the assets. We got all the episodes here, and everything is connected. Airing, crew, everything. This is how we organize everything. We're mostly in this specific area though, keeping track of all the shots and stuff. So for episode 1, we are just starting that, and we are in 2025 master schedule. Who's sick of seeing this? Not me. You're gonna be seeing it for 40 weeks. The other day, a couple weeks ago, as the first week of the casting call was going out, we did the whole schedule for the whole year. So this production for episode 1 should be 40 weeks. We should be finished on the 40th week, the week of October 6th, 2025, which still sounds like a fake year. Still sounds fake. Weren't the kaiju supposed to come this year from Pacific Rim? Right now, give it up for week 3. We're 3 days into, it's Wednesday, right? We're 3 days into week 3. We're working on the script. I do need to polish it now that I know that it's not just me. Originally, the plan was me just talking and doing all the little voices. I thought it was going to be kind of a dinky little thing, but then it developed into not being a dinky little thing. And it became more serious, and then I was like, no, I need people. So I need to polish the script so other people can see it for the first episode. And we're also doing the casting call. The casting call ends in 2 days on the 24th. And then sometime between January... sometime between... Oh, who's your Jaeger pilot partner? That's exciting. Not too much. I'm not up with it now. I've seen all the earlier movies and stuff from Iron Man on until something, but glad it's not just me. Glad it is not just me. So here's what our year should be looking like. Depending on how this goes, I might, since these are the episodes, I might try to sneak some episode 3 in, but I don't really have the budget for that yet. Hopefully, the goals for this year are to get monetized, which means getting 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. So I need to invest in doing social media things so that you all can know what's up without just having to come to 1 million streams. Like, people who come to streams, amazing, love you so much. It's not for everybody to just like sit here while I yell at my computer. I understand. Or, if you're not interested in the behind the scenes stuff, or if you don't have something to work on, appreciate people who just pop in and stuff. Yeah, get your auditions in. It's 2 days. You got 2 days. What is it? Midnight. So 11:59. I will be closing everything. The casting call club one closes at 11:30 because you can only do times in half hours. So 11:30 p.m. or 23 and a half hour. And then at 11:59, I will close the direct submission as well. Is my art design inspired by any specific animated show? No, it is not. I wish the people who are trying to do visual development with me are like begging me, like, where's the character doc? Like, didn't you build these up? Didn't you do stuff? Design what, like stuff for them, and I was like, no, it's all just in my head and how I feel in the moment. That's been like great for me for figuring out episode 2, and if it's even possible, like, just that's what this was. And we haven't been doing things in a specific order. We've just been kind of doing things as we feel like it, and what kind of needs to be done, sort of, which is not very structured, and it's not very, not privy, but conducive. It's not very conducive to having other people be on. So now with episode 1, we're definitely going to be way more structured. Except for, no, it is not inspired by any animated show. It is literally just what I can do. It's I feel like I have the writing inspirations and stuff, for sure. But this is, the visuals are just like, oh, I can do that. And that's it. Maybe that'll inspire somebody else who's working on their stuff, you know? Maybe, like, you don't have to have the perfect mood board to be able to just do things. You can just do things. It makes it a lot harder if you don't have, like, the visual inspiration to be able to communicate that with other people and stuff. That's why you do it. But no, it's just kind of, yeah, right? Where's a good emoji for that? I think this is clapping. I'm not really sure what this emoji is. Is it a high five? I'm not really sure. But if it's like a, then that's what I am saying to you right now. Yes, thank you. As long as we get it done, we get it done. Ooh. I had a lot of static electricity in it, and then I moved and it released the static electricity and my earbuds crackled. I don't even know why I have them in this whole time. It's just like activating work mode. So yeah, I think we're all caught up. We have struggled to try to build the neighborhood. Let's just go through this real quick. We struggled to build the neighborhood. We made a channel video, our very first channel video. And now our current channel video from January of last year, almost to the day, has like 800 something views, which is wild. We organized Airtable. I tried to do a thing. Oops. Woo. Hello. No. We tried to do a race to see if we could like make this thing in time, and no, we didn't. We have this section, the memory stuff, and trying to move things forward, animating Tallulah. We got a couple of those. Wow, my hair is really wet. Trying to figure out thumbnails. So it's been like a social media journey. This was the first stream. That's my dog. This was the first stream where like a bunch of people came and they had a lot of design input, and that was really fun. We had a lot of fun. I think this is the stream that started making it feel like this could be a thing for me. And so I started trying to cut down the videos, the streams, but it just takes a lot of time and effort, and it's fun. But I could either do that or I could do work on the thing. The thumbnail ideas from whatever I'm working on, I try to put that in there. I wish I don't know if I'm good at thumbnails. This one was a good thumbnail. This one was a good thumbnail. A lot of basic bright colors. I loved doing these because as we developed this, I developed the thumbnail more, and that was really fun, and I got to paint. But they didn't do, look at this, like 1 view, 4-3, whatever. We did some just like basic drawing things. I don't know. This was a terrible thumbnail. The cut down for this, I changed the thumbnail, and that was better. I just have been reusing some, like you've seen this thumbnail recently. I've been reusing some of these thumbnails because I didn't want to make a new one. But also like the algorithm, I feel like started picking up somewhere around here. I can't believe that was 8 months ago. I remember doing that. And this stream made it so that we could do the drawing, the memory sequence. And it all just kind of builds on top of each other. I cannot wait to share more of this with you all and get your input. This one was fun. Oh, I remember this. And then we started getting no zero views. Like people were coming and hanging out. Look at this. Like it takes so long. 4 2-hour sessions basically, almost, to get this one background. Like it takes a long time. This is why we're not doing straight up 2D. Big studio projects? No. I was in like motion graphics, small motion graphics studios. We almost did. I got hired on. I keep getting hired to like do all the organization for small studios opening, which is interesting. I'm really good at organizing everything. That kind of ends up being my specialty, organizing and managing the workflows. I don't really know how to market that. I'll build an app for you so you can make your animation studio and organize everything for you. That's kind of where I'm at. So one gig that I did get hired on for, they were in a potential bid for a big 3D animated movie, and they needed help building up their pipeline for that because they had never tackled that level of stuff before. And I was like, yeah, cool. And then the pandemic hit everybody, and I don't know if they got that. I don't know what happened with that, but that was a big thing. That's the closest I've ever come. A lot of people that I did like mentored, sort of. One other person before me did the production path. It was a new program in school, and they did the production path. And she, Palmy, amazing, like forged ahead and figured it all out so that I could come in and also do that. And then I did a bunch of workshops, and that's how we get this Airtable workshop kind of thing. I miss my long hair. It'll get there in a couple months. So I have people who have come to my workshops, and they're working at like IMAX or big studios or whatever, and that feels really good. I'm glad that I could break the ice so that other people could find their passion. I feel like that's what I'm good at, rather than working. I've never worked at a big studio, so all that blabbering to say, I've never worked at a big studio. I did not enjoy working full time. I have liked working freelance more. But also that might have just been at that place. It's not on my resume. What did we do? Oh, this was our new channel intro. Yeah, so that's why I'm just doing my little LLC, and then I got freelancers right now. So we're not doing whole hog do the hokey pokey. You're not throwing everything in the kitchen pot or whatever. We're just starting small, and we're seeing where it goes, and then we'll build up, not everything all at once. Yes. Lovely fishing rod. I feel like you always come in with the facts, and I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. I feel like the algorithm really started picking up around here, and then I didn't know how to keep it. But like, especially something like this, like 2 hours and we created a cog. It had a defined goal. So that's something that is difficult with like planning out the streams. I just kind of do what needs to be done in the day. And now that we have our schedule, especially when it comes more towards like February and March, where there's specific defined things that we need to get done in that time. Whereas like right now we're kind of in the in-between time where we're just kind of like hanging out and doing things, whatever. Behold the butthole. I need to straighten my hair now. See what that looks like now that my haircut for set was specifically for straightened hair, but now I don't know what it will look like. Anyway. Wow. Hey, I'm wearing this shirt now. That's so exciting. Sorry, that was very loud. I apologize. Oh no, I've always had curly hair. I came out of the womb with curly hair. But it's fun trying figure out like a different look, you know? I was also straightening my hair to damage it a little bit so that the curl pattern would be tighter because my hair was too healthy. Your curl pattern can get looser if your hair is healthy or whatever. I don't know how to phrase that better, but yep, we're doing neighborhood stuff. We did some editing. So if you look back at any of these and you're like, oh, I would like to definitely see like Blender modeling, or if you have like an interest in something that you would like to see specifically, like, oh, how do, like, I can figure out like how to get you that, you know? After Effects rigging, you know? Like, if we want to break that down, we can do that. These live streams, we tried out mobile live streams, and that was a little weird. Had a bunch of the classic internet people come on and be like, oh, are you married? Like a bunch. Yes, I am. Happily. For a couple of years now. Yeah, some people who were saying some weird things that we had to ban. But we also had some absolutely lovely people. I think I can mobilize you. To my desk. And we can see, well, not really. The little animation, the little things that people requested and stuff. Well, maybe I messed everything up, but no, I didn't. Oh, no, I did. Oh, no! People are just curious, sure. No device selected. Select in the device menu. Did I? Well. Anyway, there were some people in the comments saying stuff that people here don't say. What is my password? Here we go. We're back here again. Back down here. There we go. I like the people here. Hey! What's up, Lee? We're just going over everything that we've done in the past year. People have been lovely and asking good questions, and I really appreciate that. And so that brings us to the last week or so. A little update, planning, painting, figuring out we need audio people because that is very specific. Hello. Oh, that's awesome. Indie Animation Revolution, let's go! The Kids in Lit Star. All right. I feel like art sometimes feels very inaccessible. And like, oh, well, I'm not good at drawing or something. And I think that is awful because we're human beings and we all need to create. No matter what it is, we need to do something. You need to do something to get everything that's in here out here. Even if it's like just a coloring book or something, just a coloring book. Somebody was in here the other day who was, Bobby, was making a coloring book. And you know, sitting and coloring, that helps you. The people who can draw or like whatever, also feel like that too. The people that I look up to are like, I can't draw or whatever. Sometimes it's wild. Anybody at any level should be able to like access art, and so it's a very human thing, like singing or dancing, moving your body, existing, talking to people, whatever, eating, pooping. You know, like we all need to do those things and be a little human. So anything that I can do to help break that down as well, so you can see what I'm doing, and maybe that inspires you to do something your way, that works for you, you know, because you saw that the way that somebody else was doing something, because that's how it's worked for me. So yeah, that's what these little work streams are, having these little conversations and stuff, and figuring out all of the pipelines and how everything works, especially using free stuff that is accessible to everybody. Like Airtable has free versions. Studio Binder, I'm using the free version. Milanote has a free version. YouTube is so accessible. Everybody can have Google Sheets, you know? I don't know about the Adobe products and stuff, but Blender, that's why we're learning Blender, you know? Art should be in the hands of the people. And that is why I am so excited about the indie revolution that's happening. How many times, now here's the quiz, go back and how many times have I said the indie animation revolution in this entire chat? Oh, do you? I didn't know you knew Blender. Wing. But yeah, I think that recaps everything that we have been doing for the last year. And I think that covers where we're going as well. Really? Oops. That's so cool. Worthy Kids uses that. Oh, that's another one. Worthy Kids. Worthy Kids has a bunch of Blender tutorials. Worthy Kids Palpatine. So good. So good. Blender is just so cool. Anyway. True. Very true. What is this? Oh, wow. You can just play the music? Oh, that's awesome. Sorry, now I'm getting distracted. That's so creepy. But yeah, does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns about anything, or like the future of where things are going? This year the goals are to yes, true. Very true. One day we will have our own original soundtrack so we can just play our music and hopefully not get copyrighted by using our own stuff. That's a goal. That's a long term goal. The goals are to get monetized. What is it? Oh, to finish the whole thing, to finish the freaking first episode, and then possibly launch a fundraiser for episode 3. Yeah, we were trying. I started doing some more stuff today on my own, which is better. Just fiddling around. But I don't know like music theory and all that kind of stuff. I know kind of like the directions I want to head so that I could work with somebody who did know music stuff better than me. But this is not the thumbnail for this. This is an incorrect thumbnail. We need to make a new thumbnail, but I'll do that later. Right now, I think it is dinner time. Wait, I think this is a sad loudspeaker. I'm not good at it. It was good to do, and I'm leaving it up even though I wanted to delete it so bad because I was like, this is just me struggling and yelling at the thing and being like, I don't know, let's study some other stuff, and then not being good. You know, it's a whole nother discipline compared to like animation pipeline things. And it deserves to be respected. And we learned that. We learned that yesterday. So, but yeah, I think those are the big things. Anybody? Do I have one more swig in here? That is very acidic now. That's not good anymore. Don't drink that. If there's nothing else, we have over 100 subscribers and I still don't have my hair dyed, so I need to get that out. Get a poll out to y'all to see what we should do about this hair. It's all in your hands. That was a thing that we did at that one Design This Dog stream, was put that goal forth. We've had that goal since here, since 1 year ago. Since 1 year ago! And we hit it! So now the next goal is 500 so we can get a little live stream of Snow going. She'll be in the top corner. 869 because Bob subscribed. Thank you all for being here and supporting this journey. I really appreciate it. It's great to be able to finally talk about this all with some people, you know, and get to hear your perspectives on things. That is so cool because I've just been in it. So like getting to see how you see it is fun. And I appreciate your questions and your comments. Maybe one day we'll get it. Ooh, that is the only color I've ever dyed my hair red. That I've ever dyed my hair. I like it. You know what? I'm just gonna go with that one. Just kidding. I will open it up to all the people who are here. Because there were only 2 people here when we decided on this goal. But now look at you. There's 131 of you out there. I'll open up the polls. Maybe not. I'd have to think about all the colors. I'm also allergic to a lot of things, so we gotta make sure that I can get a product that maybe I should go to a hair salon. Ooh, that's I don't know about that. But anyway, looking forward to spending the rest of the year with you guys. 40 weeks. This is week 3. We got 33 weeks down, almost 2.5 weeks down, 37.5 weeks to go, and we can do this. I believe we're gonna get this done. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoy whatever weather that you're having or time of day that you are in right now. And just make sure you take a sip of something and hydrate, except for not this. Hair salon stream. Yeah. Ooh, that can be in the day in the life, as somebody requested before. Looking forward to making... Oh, that was the other thing. I knew we had another one. Is doing more social media things and being better at social media this year. Because we know we can do the thing. We're going to get social media stuff and we're going to get monetized. And we're going to do the first episode. It's going to get out there. So let me spend 20 more minutes saying goodbye. No, but thank you so much for being here. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow. And we will be doing something artsy fartsy, as long as the internet is okay. Thank you for coming. Wait, that I'll love you like I love you. Wait, where's the goodbye? Oh yeah, oops. Bye. End. How do I get out of here? Let me out! Bye.